This is KTMA TV 23, Minneapolis, St. Paul.
Take a bunch of actors.
Has-been actors.
Has-been actors.
Has-been actors.
Put them in a TV film.
Put them in a TV film.
Put them in a fiery crash.
Put them in a fiery crash.
Hey, Robert Reed and Burgess Meredith.
Not the dad from Brady Bunch.
Yes, he is. In a fiery death scene.
Martin Milner, too.
In the not-too-distant future, next Sunday AD, there was a guy named Joel, not too different than you or me. He worked in a satellite loading bay, just polishing switches to pay his way. He did his job well with a cheerful face, but his boss didn't like him, so they shot him into space. Was then cheesy movies, the worst ever made. Joe says when you got lemons, you make lemonade. Now keep in mind he can't control when the movies begin or end, because he used the extra parts to make his robot friends. Robot roll call, camera, servo, tipsy, crow. If you're wondering how he eats and breathes and other science facts, just repeat yourself, it's just a show. I should really just relax. For Mystery Science Theater 3000.
I don't want to talk about it.
Come on, Clay, you've been brooding ever since you got back from Vegas. You gotta tell me what happened. Listen, Clay, I'm your friend. More than that, I'm your partner. And more than that, I'm your doctor. And if you don't tell me, time for the physical.
You're right, Larry. I don't know how I can keep this from you. Look in the briefcase.
Oh, my God!
Sacks and sacks of money. I won it playing Keno. Keno's my game. What can I tell you? I don't know. I tried everything to lose. I tried closing my eyes and making little X's on the paper, and everything I did worked. I'm charmed. What can I tell you?
They're hundreds.
I know. It's like that episode of Andy Griffith when Aunt Bee went to Las Vegas and put the chip down on the roulette wheel and kept on winning. And, Larry, it gets worse.
Worse?
There's more in the car.
In the Mad Scientist mobile?
No, the Austin.
The Austin?
Yeah, I bought it to bring the money back. I bought you one, too.
Oh, thank you.
Cheers. Thought I'd weigh that down with money, too. Traction, you know.
Good idea. You know what? We're not only mad, we're rich. We're filthy rich. We can do really cool stuff now. We can build a giant laser or knock the Earth off its axis, or we can bail out Midwest Federal.
Wow. Think of all the appliances and stadium blankets we can get. Oh, speaking of getting things, I brought you something back.
I can't get over you.
Little trinket, little Chotsky.
You've really changed for the better. Something really must have changed you in Vegas.
Yes, it's the Isaac Asimov body splash. It's part of the Foundation Trilogy gift set. See? Take a whiff.
Oh, smells pretty. Like space. Starts bold, finishes clean.
Yeah, it was this or the iRobot grooming bikini waxing set.
Good call. Good call.
Oh, and something else. Mad scientist, masculine hygiene myth.
Let me try. Let me try.
Later.
I'm overwhelmed. You really are something special.
Oh, no, you're something special, Lair. Did a lot of thinking about you when I was in Vegas. And I brought back a super film.
Really?
Yes. It's called SST Deathflight.
It's perfect for Joel. He'll love it. The death light thing, it ties in great.
You're right. I didn't think of that before. It's got Lauren Green and Bert Convy.
It's 2 hours long, but the Lauren Green, that's like 98.
I was leaving the parking lot in Caesar's Palace, and I ran into Bert Convy, and he gave me the film. So why don't we send it up?
Let's do it.
Okay.
$100 says you do it.
Oh, no. Here's 200. You push the button.
All right, okay. Movie sign!
Standing by to ignite afterburners.
All right, let's take her through Mach 1.
Come on, you guys, let's go.
This is Captain Walsh.
Mike
The
Brady.
airspeed is now approaching 660 miles per hour. Please direct your attention to the machometer window.
An empty plane, and he's making announcements?
When the number 1 appears, we will be penetrating
Hey, isn't that
the sound
Ginger?
area.
It's TV's Billy Crystal.
We'll observe no
Tina
unusual
Louise.
vibration nor sound within the aircraft. I want to make clear to
Who's that?
you,
This-
as you
Thank
will
you.
to your passengers, that in exceeding the speed of sound, there is no safety hazard whatsoever.
And no smoking.
Oh.
That implies safety hazard, doesn't it?
Barbara Anderson. TV's Bert Convy from Match Game. Peter Graves from Mission Impossible. Lauren Green from Dog Years. Susan Hubley. Tina Louise from Gilligan's Island.
Oh, yeah.
George Maharis.
Cool.
Doug McClure from Search.
Burgess Meredith, the
from
Penguin.
Search, and TV's Penguin.
And those amazing animals.
Martin Milner. Robert Reed from
Brady Bunch.
Brady Bunch.
Right about there.
Misty Rowe from When Things Were Rotten.
Wow, look at that wingspan.
Is this a television film?
It looks like kind of
Teleplay.
a airport bank opening.
Thank you.
He used to be on Adam 12.
Martin Milner.
Yeah.
Come on this way. I don't want to talk to him.
Lyle, you said the whole point of this trip was publicity.
Not with Harry. I know him. He's never had anything good to say to me or about me.
Thank you, Senator. Thank you.
It's
Regis Philbin.
Ooh.
Too late, lover. Smile.
Hey, here's a familiar face. Old number 38. Great running halfback out of the University of Notre Dame. Excuse me, sir. 5 years an old pro with the New York Giants and a one-time sportscaster, Lyle Kingman, with his lovely wife, Nancy.
Wild Kingdom.
Hello, Lyle.
Hello, Harry. When did you start meeting airplanes?
Well, when it's a plane like this, it's news. Just like it was news when the network fired you. Now, what have you been doing lately? We haven't heard too much from you.
Sorting through offers. Mostly we have a big one about to break.
And writing a book about you, Regis.
I'd like to know what that is.
I'm sorry, Harry. Nothing's firm yet. You'll be the first to
Nothing's
know.
firm.
Nice to see you.
He is getting old.
That was
This
Lyle
isn't a
Kingman.
Dolly painting.
Even the bartender's famous.
I love that wall hanging.
That gigantic deal. Don't you think he can see right through that?
Well, you want me to tell him that we're dead broke? A network crumb would love that.
Tell him nothing. That you'll be back in your own way, in your own good time.
Maybe you've forgotten. It's been a long year and a half without a paycheck.
He'll
As
get
opposed to a short year and a half.
Still a fan, huh?
A short year and a half.
A short
I
one.
want to ask you real
Like they got
nice.
down south.
Would you marry me?
You mean make the same mistake twice? Now, what kind of a dummy do you think I am?
You married her before?
The best.
A ventriloquist dummy. Or a store dummy. Or a superimposed SST dummy.
JFK Tower, Maiden 1 is Chantilly.
It's always good. It's always good to fly the speed of sound about 150 feet above New York City.
And his co-pilot's Ted Koppel.
degrees at 12 knots, altimeter 3004.
When he dies, he can get his own reaction. It's good. They're going into feeding position.
It's flying sideways.
This is Carla Stanley at the boarding area, bringing you the historic flight of Cutlass Aircraft Maiden 1. After much controversy and many delays, approval has been granted for an experimental flight from New York to Paris, seeking a world record flight time of 2 hours and 40 minutes, faster than any commercial airliner has ever traveled. And now here she is, America's first SST.
Isn't she from Ironside?
No, she had the operation.
Oh. Why does she walk like that?
Iron hip.
Look up there, Marshal. That's not a plane, that's a new era. The last one for me, I do believe.
Come on, Willie. Let's go take some bows.
They're all yours.
Because gas is an SST's natural food.
Phillips, you load everything like I told you?
Sir, you've asked that question twice already, and the answer is still yes.
Good, because now I want you to load an extra generator, an extra gyro, and an extra set of tires. Do you hear? Now get on it.
You could kook out and put a bomb on me.
That arrogant know-it-all gives me a pain.
Where?
A little harder. He's a good mechanic. I don't like the way he handles his crew, the way he treats them. If he'd learned to act like a human being, I'd have moved him up.
He wouldn't be in this film.
I wonder how Cindy and Jan are doing.
They're in the luggage
Now, just a few
compartment.
moments from boarding, we're going to meet with a couple of the contest winners
In
who
4
will be flying
different
to Paris as
suitcases.
guests of Cutlass. Congratulations, sir. You are?
Jared Hansen from the great state of North Dakota, and happy to be here with you.
Thank you.
I bet you are.
Hi.
Good
Tell
actor.
us who you are.
Ann Redding from Massachusetts.
What do you think about all this? Pretty excited?
I'm happy, just very happy.
You are?
Too bad. it's
Blow
so
in here for a refill.
We're engaged, unofficially.
Well, you certainly look right together. Good luck.
That would make them engaged to be engaged.
Today's flight and the circus-like atmosphere here
Yeah.
at Kennedy Airport are all obviously part of a carefully staged event. But I think it's also fair
circus-like
to say
because
that the
there's so many
excitement is
freaks.
genuine. That the people here and at home sharing
This
that
news
sense
reporter
of
will
pride
self-destruct in
comes
5
from knowing
seconds.
America is about to launch the fastest commercial airliner in the world.
So it's a subliminal commercial airliner.
Hey, it's the Bee Gees.
Potential customers should be impressed by the aircraft's 275
Nice airfoil.
seat capability and also the cruising speed of nearly 2,000 miles per hour.
Do you have any idea how many firm orders have been booked?
Speaking of
They
firm,
didn't tell me that part, but
Speaking of
would you
cruising
like to know
speed,
about the interior color options?
No. We'll settle for pictures.
Linus?
yes,
is that his
sir.
blanket?
Man, what I
He brought his blanket.
How much to smuggle me on board?
Get me another generator, and a gyro, and a couple of more spare tires.
And Meadowlark
I
Lemon.
gave you everything you asked for.
Look, don't tell me what I asked for. Just do as I say.
Marcus Haynes to show you how.
Pleasure.
I'm Rodney Allen Rippey.
Now, put a couple of barrels of toxic waste on there, too.
Change your suit.
Into a dinner for 2.
Now, put him in.
Nice
I didn't know he
collar.
was a priest. Oh, terrific.
He's stealing the tablecloth.
He does a trick with it.
Oh, no, cleaning detergent.
Corrosive.
Ooh.
Handle with
Volatile.
Voltaire.
Cafe.
Volatile?
Mickey?
Kids, remember, literacy and robots don't mix.
Take a drum of aerosol over the maiden, please.
Yeah, you, come over here and spill some of this in a dangerous place. The airplane's got an odd growth on it.
What do you think of it? Want to wrap it up, or can I eat it here? How you doing, Marshal?
On the biggest day of my life, how do you think? Very well, thank you. Hank Fairbanks. Willie Bastard.
So you're the legendary Willie Bastard.
Trouble with being a legend, most people think you're already dead.
I know I do.
Fairbanks, were you a pilot?
Yeah, I used to fly them.
In Alaska.
Now I buy them.
Something went wrong.
Buyer?
I represent a group in South American Airlines.
Hank is here to examine our plane. They'll buy whatever he recommends.
You got your checkbook with you because you're as good as sold.
I hear Larchmont's got a pretty fair machine.
Yeah, they do have a very good machine. Ours happens to be better.
Oh, you're wrong again. There's good, there's better, but there's only one best, and you are looking at it.
Except for the droopy nose.
Yes, Tim. Sir, I just got a call from a Dr. Thurman of the World Health Organization, and he would like to get whatever it is, a culture, I think, to the Pasteur Institute in Paris as fast as possible.
This is a promotional trip. It's not a mercy ship.
Oh, that's just the point, sir. What we're promoting here is 2 hours and 40 minutes to Paris, and I figured what better way than to lend the fastest wings in the air. And besides, he's already on his way.
And if you could step into our soundproof booth, your wife will not give us the answer to
Oh,
their
he
question.
says if the plane is safe, it's safe. And besides, I can guarantee complete newspaper coverage, TV commentators, the works.
It's all free, Marsh. Besides, it might be a good thing to do. I mean, if you're interested in doing good.
All right, put him on. If he's on time, this flight leaves on schedule.
How come everybody's got a stick of gum?
She's really something, isn't she?
How come everybody's got Foreman and Clark nose? Clothes.
How much did she take?
Near all of it.
You topped off both primary and backup systems?
Yes, sir. She's all set. Good luck.
The Pepsi's leaking.
How does Quincy figure into this?
Gentlemen, we are about to enter into a world of forensic air transport.
The rubber's oozing, but that's about it.
250 million bucks later, what else is new? Baby's wet and hydraulic seals leak.
And you only have half a Walkman on.
Well, I'll say goodbye, Hank.
Bye, Hank.
Oh, Willie gets to have all the fun.
He stays on the ground and gives interviews, long ones. Well, I'll show you the flight desk.
Doug McClure.
Jack?
The career that time forgot.
Oh, wow.
Just a minute.
So spacious.
Should he shake
Plane's
hands,
nice, too.
kiss her, or what?
Oh, May.
The skipper, too.
Well, you're looking great.
Well, exercise, eat the right foods, get plenty of sleep.
Lots of
Anyone
coconut.
I know?
None of your business.
Well, I may just start checking up on you. I'll catch up with you in a minute.
I had a good time playing in Denver.
Back on top again.
Bob,
Job and
Denver.
Are you happy?
Back on
Generally?
top again.
No. Right now, seeing you, yes.
Save the charm. I had my fill the last time around.
Whatever you say, May.
Nice tie, though.
It's awful good to see you again.
Hank? Did anyone tell you Jim Walsh is captain?
Ouch.
Luck of the draw, huh? Well, they had to put someone up there.
She's worried.
And here is the brain center of this bird. It's completely computerized. I tried to convince them we didn't need a pilot up here, but they got too strong a union.
All right.
This movie's got more stars
Captain.
than the 2-hour episode
I heard
when the
you drew
Love
the
Boat
big
goes to
one.
Fantasy Island.
You know each other?
Well, we're practically brothers.
Isn't that an adding machine behind his head?
It's my right seat, Eric
Abacus.
Brett. Hank Fairbanks.
Heard a lot about you. Anything good? Figures.
Nice mat job.
Nice paint job.
Welcome aboard, Governor.
Well, thank you.
You're in Section B.
Anything going to Paris is already a success.
Have a wonderful trip. Hello, Miss Pace. Welcome aboard.
Hi, you're in the part of the plane that falls off.
Looks like a regular plane with a fake nose.
747, I think.
Nipsey Russell.
No, it's Barney from Mission Impossible.
Flying Stumble.
No, it's
Playing a TV repairman.
It's that guy from Temperatures Rising.
I'm Dr. Thurman from World Health. This has to be handled very carefully.
We know all about it, brother, so don't worry.
Last time somebody said don't worry to me, 3 case histories were put on a plane for Miami. They were supposed to go to Jacksonville. We found them in Jamaica. Brother.
I hear you, doctor.
It's the truth.
Doctor, brother, I'm confused.
Oh, good. There'll be a virus getting loose on the plane as well.
Welcome. Section A.
She's got kind of a midriff bulge going, doesn't she, Ginger?
She's got a thing for Peter Graves.
She just thinks he's the man from Glad.
Well, she thinks he's the man from Uncle.
Yeah, you all right?
Terrific.
Never been happier. Oh, terrific.
Doesn't she have anything to change into?
She could wear that
Here,
coat.
listen. Oh, excuse me. Mr. Vernon. He said that there was some place for me to change later on downstairs.
The lower galley?
Terrific. Thanks. You're a doll. Hello.
Please put your brain under the seat in front of you.
Hello. Her brains are probably all in that walk.
Kathy, I think you could use some brains there,
Billy, you look pretty pathetic.
Hello, I'm Angela Garland. Miss SST.
You can call me Bubbles.
Oh, don't let me bother you.
They must be boarding alphabetically.
Excuse me, but did you say you were a doctor?
Yes, an epidemiologist.
Oh, well, I hate to bother you, but do you have anything for a queasy stomach?
Oh,
this film.
It's the excitement.
I was starving. I'm always starving.
Here, have a lifesaver.
Pickles. Pickles give me gas.
Well, coffee does that to me.
Me too. Lately, I mean. Ordinarily, it never bothers me. I have a cast iron stomach.
But when
the
I
last
float a
few
piece of sausage
I've
in
been
it,
waking up every morning queasy. Besides which, I gained about a ton.
Well, perhaps you should have a talk with your family doctor.
Oh, I would. But I'm already pretty sure what he's going to tell me. I mean, wouldn't you be? I mean, those are the obvious symptoms, aren't they?
You think you're pregnant? Well, if it's true, congratulations, Mrs.
well, let's check you out right here. I happen to
Miss
bring my
Garland,
portable stirrups
but
with me.
not for long.
What's new, baby?
Hi.
Hi, Doc. How you doing?
Bert's so friendly.
Oh, excuse me.
They just met. 2 + 2 equals...
Checklist completed, Captain.
He's got a wire in his head.
Ladies and gentlemen,
He's
it's
an
with a
android.
great deal of pleasure that Cutlass Aircraft welcomes
The
you
automatic
aboard
pilot.
Maiden One for its inaugural flight to Paris.
Clear turn 1.
Roger, turn 1.
One is go.
Uh-oh. The Coca-Cola's leaking. He wants to change his seat.
I want to sit next to Bubbles. Sam.
There's no traffic. Why are they holding us up?
We're so beautiful, they hate to let us go.
I have a friend at the tower, and he has promised to help me make it into overtime.
No crosstalk during departure.
Maiden One cleared for takeoff.
Roger, Maiden One ready to roll.
Seems like a big problem happening there.
Somebody get a mop.
190, 200.
Or a match.
210, 220, 230.
Rotate. Gear up.
I feel a commercial coming up.
I feel it in my bowels as well.
at that sport coat.
And crawls and slides and slides in the river.
And I don't believe it. This is marvelous. What a happy surprise.
How are you, Paul?
Well, I'm tickled to death. What do you think? But you, I mean, the flight, how...
The contest. I won the trip. This is Bob Connors.
Mr. Connors?
You also know him as Q on
No,
Star
I'm
Trek.
Van. We're together. Well, then I would say that you are very definitely a winner. Good for you, both of you. Oh, I think I'm blocking the road. I was just going to have a look around. Join me for a drink, will you, the two of you? I'll wait for you back in the main lounge.
I'll just crouch here in the aisle and...
Now, how many times are you able to get by one of those things on an airplane? It doesn't happen in real life.
Say, who's that old boy?
That's Paul Whitley, the man I used to work for.
President of Whitley Electronics? Well, opportunity knocks.
Witless Electronics.
Oh, let's not, Bob. He was just being polite.
Oh, what's wrong with us being polite?
I honestly don't feel like a drink.
But then have coffee or tea. Anything. Come on. Come on. A guy like Whitley, I could use a break.
I could use a break. This is kind of like a parody of the movie Airplane. You realize that, guys?
You mean it's not real?
Ted Koppel.
I gotta do very badly. Should planes wobble like that?
We're experiencing a little clear air turbulence.
Ooh.
We should be through it
That
very
clears
soon.
it all up.
Meanwhile, please note we've turned on the seatbelt sign. Thank you.
Now I remember. My memory's like a trick knee. It pops in and out. Fairbanks. You're the guy that was involved with that big brouhaha a few years back. They took away your pilot's license, didn't they?
They did everything but lock me out of the terminal.
For needlessly risking the lives and the safety of the passengers in your charge.
There's nothing wrong with your memory, Mr. Bassett.
It was just a loop-de-loop.
Things I remember pretty good.
Thought they'd enjoy it.
There's the things that I forget I don't remember at all.
Did you forget all those
Were you
episodes
guilty?
of Batman?
I was flying from Los Angeles to Atlanta. Over to Mexico, a passenger suffered a heart attack. A major heart attack. I radioed the nearest airport, told him to have an ambulance standing by, and went in for a landing.
Well, they busted you out for that?
Well, it wasn't exactly optimum weather. It's kind of hairy coming in.
Well, you didn't have to report that part, did you?
I didn't. My co-pilot did. You know him. He's your captain.
Oh, what?
Oh.
Hi, Lyle.
Hi, Carla.
Mrs. Kingman. Hi. Glad to see you out among them again.
Oh, we still make a few of the freebies. Last week we opened a hotel in Tucson and did a telethon in Abilene.
Well, you're A-list with me, and with a lot of other people I know.
And with us?
My kids would rather meet
Oh,
you
yeah.
than anybody I can think of.
You got O.J.
Nice to
Simpson?
think maybe all those Sunday afternoons added up to something.
Is that Suzanne
The
Summers in
rumor
the
mill
seat
has
behind
it
them?
that you may be due some congratulations. From what I read, Barcrest Estates means to be the biggest thing in Arizona.
It's nothing definite. It's not said yet.
Well, if it's right, I wish it to you. I'm going to grab a drink. 2 more hours and I'm on again.
That'll
By
solve
satellite yet.
everything.
2 more hours, the flight is over.
You do have an offer. You're not thinking of taking that Mike Hellman real estate thing.
Hey, it's a job. A big one.
Mike Hellman's not offering you a job. He wants to buy your reputation because his own is so rotten. You said that.
So I got to know him better.
And I'm running out of cash.
And then he can get a haircut.
65,000 feet, Captain. We are at altitude.
Set cruise control.
Yes, that is an altitude.
Setting cruise control.
Cruise control.
1.7 on the Ebers. Looks good at 2.5.
Wouldn't it be helpful if they had windows in that thing? Oh, there they are.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Captain Walls. If you look out your windows, you'll see a sight that very few except the astronauts have ever seen.
An oncoming plane.
Although the sky above remains black,
Our wing is completely on fire, not unlike re-entry.
We are literally at the edge of outer space.
Which edge?
Oh, that'll fix it.
I thought it was completely computerized.
Those look like oven knobs.
Flutters on the pressure gauge and falling. That leaky seal must be acting up again.
Not that kind of seal.
Switch to backup hydraulic system.
Switching to secondary hydraulics.
No, that's bake.
I better go have a look, okay?
Sure.
Yeah, hop to it.
On one foot?
And for that, he's going to open up. Bring me some frosty freeze pops,
So if it all works out, we'll be married in the spring.
But then you are engaged. Well, that's great, just great.
Well, it's not.
Well, the deal isn't quite nailed down yet, but I'm working on it. Sales is my line. And if I can't close in Paris, then I don't deserve it.
How is he at selling himself, Ann?
Well, we're here together.
Well, then I'd say he is a very good salesman.
I think so.
I know so. She worked for me for 3 years, and I couldn't sell her on staying.
You know what I can't quite figure out, Ann, is why you left. If I had the opportunity, I'd certainly rather work
Bob,
for...
really?
Well, count your blessings, because if she hadn't left me... If she hadn't left Whitley, you...
Oh, I get it.
Things are different now. Get it?
She's a big girl, Joel. She can handle it.
Captain, this is Phillips.
She's looking for...
I think you better get down here.
Caring man like me, Tom Servo.
Looks like the Chemtone paint vein has busted open.
What's the problem? The seals are just not holding up.
Can you unplug them or replace them?
I'm afraid not in flight.
Be some solution here. That's what you're here for.
Well, there's only one solution. You have to turn us back and land at the nearest possible airport.
For a simple hydraulic leak? Come on, the manual's very clear on that.
Captain, forget the manual. These seals are defective. They could blow at any second.
I've seen every variety of leaky seal, and I've yet to see one give completely.
Hey, Captain, I know what I'm talking about. That's what I'm here for. I'm telling you that if we don't turn back...
With my tail between my legs with another company 2 months away from having our plane in the air, liking nothing better than to see us fail?
Whoa, 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 slow down.
With 2 bad sitcoms in my past? What are you talking about?
You start drying this stuff up, this plane stays up. You got it?
We'll just see if he can keep it up.
He hadn't counted on that happening.
Captain, you heard me. Get busy.
I did it. Oh, now he's sunk.
I told him.
Barbara, get me Florence Henderson on the line.
She's in the
Atlantic
kitchen.
Satellite Control. This is Maiden 1. Patch me through to Air Rink. I need an emergency line to Marshall Cole. Cutlass Maintenance, Kennedy, New York.
All Mike wants me to do is talk to the money boys, the country club boys at Bend the Elbow, slap a few backs, make a few commercials, for which he is going to pay me a percentage, a generous percentage of every dollar he makes.
Lyle, he's a crook. You know it and I know it.
He has not been convicted of anything. Hey, you're forgetting. We're broke. Stone cold, bare knuckle broke. I'm trying to find a way for us to survive.
We're in this movie, aren't we?
That means doing it to them before they do it to us. So be it.
I know you're hurt.
I guess that means they better order 2 meals.
That you don't believe a word of it.
Don't you think so? You've been living with a stranger, Cookie, because that's the gospel according to Lyle Kingman.
Wild Kingdom?
It could be a pump when he got too much pressure. When you get to Paris, replace the entire hydraulic assembly, including the backup unit.
There'll be everything you'll need at the Gulf.
And tell Haas to stay out of the kitchen.
Sir Phillips has just come up.
What about?
Maybe Hop Singh's the co-pilot over there on the left.
Yes, sir. I don't care what Walsh says.
It's
We can't make
leaking
it.
Wesson oil.
Damn
We
it,
think
Phillips.
Florence Henderson
Settle
had
down,
something to
both
do
of
with
you.
it.
If it leaks at twice the present rate, you'll have plenty of pressure. Seals don't
Use
disintegrate.
Elpo.
They are disintegrating, I'm telling you. Anybody with a pair of eyes can see that.
Hey, what are you trying to kill us all, you idiot?
I don't care. Fire me. Just turn this thing around.
Less. You're a pro. Behave like one. This is not just a promotional event. I hope future rides on that flight.
Don't you get it? The name of this movie is Death Flight.
Mr. Cole.
I want out.
Now, you wouldn't be saying that if you only knew that...
I've had enough. You're there to solve problems, not create them. Get on it. Did you hear? Get on it.
I'm dead.
Jellyfish. I'll be in a hangar, not a plane.
Jellyfish.
What are you waiting for? Lindbergh? He's dead. Let's get out to the
So are
port.
you,
I'm trying
Lord.
to think this one out.
Nice color scheme with those purple chairs.
It's always so quiet on these planes.
No congas or anything.
You were serious about that guy. Oh, that's one for the books. What'd you do in bed? Serve him hot tea and lemon?
Hey.
Age and virility, it doesn't track. The point is that Paul Whitley was a warm, compassionate, decent man who had a very positive effect on the woman that you fell in love with.
And he had a lot
I'll
of
keep that in
cash.
mind when I pay my Social Security taxes.
Don't start me defending him, or we may both regret it.
Okay,
The word
okay.
sugar daddy mean anything to you?
Sorry.
Do the words Daddy Warbucks mean anything to you?
About the same thing as sugar daddy.
Mmm.
Help yourself.
Soylent Green.
She's got bad static cling.
In all the right places.
Hank, I've got work to do. I've got a schedule.
Remember the hotel by the Mandalay? We get to Paris. Why don't we...
I remember a lot of hotels, Hank.
I
That's the
bet.
trouble with me. I've always been a pushover. And that's bad.
A popover?
Because the man you happen to be in love with can go flying off and come back years later and feel free to say, "How about it, sweetie?" No, Hank. It's not that I think less of you, but I think more of me.
Which means I think less of you.
I'm confused now. What?
Soylent Green is made from Skipper.
Oh, okay.
All
Down
those
that
years on
wing,
the
what do you
island.
see?
Why didn't they just eat Gilligan?
There's only so much you can negotiate with a Boston cream or a banana cream pie.
Coconut cream pie.
I haven't been for the last 5 minutes.
They could make a
The
car.
plane's not on autopilot, and it's not being flown manually.
Come on, Willie.
They couldn't fix a 2-foot hole in the boat either.
Captain, you've got to turn this aircraft around.
Come on, Phillips.
Stop blubbering.
You understand?
Captain, the seals are deteriorating because there's detergent in the aerosol, and it's corrosive.
There's what? That's not only crazy, it's impossible.
I'm telling you, it's detergent.
Do the biz
Beginning to
test.
believe him, Captain.
You've got to believe me. I know.
How do you know?
We better
I know
get out of
because,
here. Because I did it!
I put it there.
Make a course correction. We're going home.
We're going home.
We're not turning.
Disconnect the autopilot.
Autopilot disengaged.
Controls are locked.
We've lost all hydraulic pressure.
Keep out.
They've blown. Everything is shorted out. I told you, why didn't you listen? We could have been home by now.
So how do we fly this thing?
We don't. We're as good as dead. Why didn't you turn back? You've killed us all.
Okay, everything's set up, good. You ready to let her loose, Crow?
Ready to rip. Thanks for making me the control group. Now, as for servo, how many volts do you feel like today?
Crank it up. I can take it. I won't talk, though. You can fill my head with gummy bears, and I won't talk. This reminds me of when I was in Guam.
Now, Servo, everybody knows that robots cannot feel pain. This is a little experiment. to simulate that for you, since you want to know what it's like to be a human. This first setting that we've got is going to feel like what it's like to get stub your toe. Go ahead, Crow.
Okay.
Ouch.
Okay, this next setting is the equivalent of experiencing a fiery Yugo crash. Go ahead, Crow.
Ouch. Oh, hurt me. I'll never talk. Don't you get it? Is this the best you can do, Mr. Salty?
I say we take him to the top floor and drop him. Let's take it to the Arsenio setting.
Yeah, and besides that, he called me Mr. Salty, whatever that means. All right, this next setting, Servo, is going to be the equivalent of watching an hour of Arsenio Hall with guests Brooke Shields, Jackie Collins, and a curator from the Milwaukee Zoo.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I'm gonna talk. Oh, golly.
Gal, I better unhook you here.
I love the smell of burning ram chips in the morning. It smells like victory.
Well, thanks a lot, Servo. At least we found out what you can handle.
Hey, Crow, no hard feelings. Let's shake on it. That was the Morton Downey Jr. setting, butthead.
Commercial.
As long as we're in balance and we're flying level, we're okay.
If we hit turbulence and nose down, we'll go all the way in.
Whoa. Passengers start moving around, will have the same effect. You better lock them in their seats.
Look, I'm in charge here, and I don't want to hear or see anybody but crew members. Now, is that clear?
Well, let me clarify something. I built this plane. I built it to fly. Whatever I can do to keep it flying, I'm going to do. All right, Hank, let's go and see how bad it is below. I may give you a small discount.
That was the game that Charles proposed to me during the halftime. You scored 4 touchdowns, remember?
I should. That was the biggest Sunday I ever had. Well, yesterday's.
This is Captain Walt. We're experiencing an in-flight problem. And there's no cause for alarm, but we have turned on the seatbelt sign and asked that all passengers return to their seats and remain there until further notice. I repeat, do not leave your seats. Thank you.
Except for you, Condi.
You go out and do some wing walking, Bert.
All that means is the captain has dropped his glass into his martini. As soon as he recovers it, he'll be confident enough to let us move around.
Wait, they're leaving their seats. They're getting a lot of use out of this set.
Up from the crown came a bubbling crude.
Tastes like Kool-Aid. I think it's Pepsi.
Why did you do that? For money? I never thought it would come to this. Why didn't Walsh do what I told him? He was supposed to turn back before it got this far.
My poor plane was to hover home, discredited. A watchman picked up the orders,
I'm gonna kill you.
Willie, but get out of here.
We'll get out. We'll do it.
We'll get on later. I'll tell you one thing. You gave them the money's worth because you killed the plane. But what about the people? What about 250 people up there? What are we going to tell them?
It wasn't supposed to happen this way, don't you understand?
Oh, it wasn't. Well, that's only one satisfaction. And that's if we go, he's going to die with us.
Why didn't you promote me, huh? I was supposed to be production supervisor. None of this would have happened. I was entitled.
Shut up!
I think you still have a pretty good chance for the spot, though.
Yeah, what a way to impress the boss.
What's the trouble?
Probably nothing.
Just the glass side of the martini, remember? That's why I'm drinking like a fish.
He's rather upset or angry. Which one is it?
Try both.
Look, what?
Upset and angry?
I don't
But not in that order.
about status, about lifestyle. Anything you do is fine with me. I'm with you all the way. Climb into a garbage pail with Mike Hellman. You're on your own. I'll be gone. I love you too much to watch you do that to yourself.
Stewardess. Stewardess?
Yes.
What's going on? Why are we suddenly glued to our seats?
Just routine precaution. There's no need for alarm.
That's no
We don't have
answer.
an
I want
alarm.
answer.
Sir, the captain will keep us informed. Now just relax.
Did you hear that? Coffee, tea, or simple syrup?
She's just doing her job.
Yeah, well, I hope they're doing theirs.
Stewardess, what is the problem?
Nothing serious.
I have to know.
It's being corrected, sir. Don't worry.
I'm a doctor.
Happy. It's Bobby McFerrin. That's where he got the song.
Don't worry. Be quiet.
Don't worry, that's what I keep telling you.
That's what you said before. Look what happened.
Oops.
Nice going, Bert.
He gets the Boner Award.
We shouldn't have turned him down for production supervisor. We should have shot him.
Now, let me get this straight now. Spoilers, flaps, trim don't respond at all.
Apollo,
No, sir, we have zero
Starbucks,
hydraulic
Propeller.
Boss, Little Joe.
backup systems. We can't go up, down, or turn.
Code red.
What about your power?
Engines are okay. If we stay level, we can stay up until we run out of fuel.
Oh, come on, Walsh. Get him 5 hours fuel supply. We'll get you out of this long before that.
Stop telling us what you're going to do. Start doing it.
We're into it, Willie.
Hank, I appreciate your help, but you're a passenger in this flight, and you're going to have to leave the cockpit.
Regulations.
If they get into too much trouble, we can just use this big umbrella.
Get us to Paris.
What do you propose to do about the situation? Would you say that marriage was a reasonable consideration?
It's certainly a consideration, but there are others. I mean, there are clinics, hundreds of clinics all over the place where the only thing they do...
Don't you say that word to me! Don't you ever say that word to me!
Okay.
Clinic.
Don't say the word, but it's going to ruin your figure. And it's going to ruin your career.
Listen, I can get you on a game show.
Figure you got, baby. Tell her, Doc.
Babies do not ruin a woman's figure. That is an old wives' tale. Isn't that right, Dr. Thurman?
Yeah, well, what about overpopulation? There's already too many people in the world. Tell her, Doc.
There's too many people in this film.
I want to see what Dr. Thurman has to say about it.
Well, I think I've said too much already.
I'm a foot doctor.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, I'm a vet.
Pregnancy does ruin kangaroo's figure.
There it goes.
It's in the bag. Cool model.
I think it's a snap together.
This is Captain Walsh. Due to a temporary malfunction, would the passengers in the first 2 rows of the forward compartment
flap the
Run for their lives!
rear of the aircraft immediately?
Flap your wings.
Number 1 and 2, please take a seat in the rear lounge. Our cabin attendants will assist you. Thank you.
Okay, folks, you've heard the captain. Rows 1 and 2 to the rear lounge, please. It's only temporary. Thank you.
Marvelous.
I'm going to find out what's going on.
Bob!
Sir, please return to your seat.
Look, get this straight. I'm going up there.
No, sir, you're not.
Tell me what to do, you pansy.
I've been called that before.
Yeah, and what do you do about it?
I try to ignore it, and if that fails, a knee to the groin usually works. You're not coming forward.
Is that a fact?
That's a fact.
Jack.
Calm down. Get a hold of yourself.
Whoa. He's not getting a job.
Okay, we'll get all of you then.
Sit down.
Fight.
Frighten me.
You're frightening the passengers. Now sit down.
Where's my wife?
Isn't that David Copperfield? Didn't he make a jet like this disappear once?
He made his career disappear.
Sit down. You all right?
Yes. 5 years ago, I'd have seen that punch coming.
What does that look like to you?
Here, put your head
Blood?
back.
It's his fortune.
She wads that whole thing up and sticks it up his nostril.
Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you?
Kind of.
Just because you don't have one.
It worked.
Yoga, you're right. It worked great. My neck feels like a new man.
This is Captain Walsh. Thank you for your cooperation. Our flight level is now stabilized. However, for the time being, will the passengers in the rear lounge please remain where they are? Thank you.
The people in the next rows, please go sit out on the tail.
I'd almost forgotten. Tell me, Ann, if I'm supposed to be such a great big success, how did I manage to lose you?
We just got born at the wrong time.
Oh, yes, sure, I remember. Let's see, if I'm 104, you'll be, what is it? My math is lousy.
Oh, Paul.
He's supposed to be a pilot.
I'm sorry, miss. You'll have to go back to your seat.
Jerry Mathers. Everybody's in this movie.
All right, Eddie, try it.
Are they going to try and catch them?
Ready, sir. Go.
When does the part come where William Shatner looks out on the wing and sees the monster?
Cutlass hangar to Maiden 1. Come in, Walsh.
I read you, sir.
We found a way to bypass the hydraulic system and move the control surfaces electrically.
God love you.
Send a couple of men below with heavy-duty wire and connecting clips. Tell them to plug in. Eddie will direct them from here.
Eric, right. Wait, Marshal. That detergent is dangerous stuff.
They're not going down there with blow torches.
But I'd still wait for the fumes to clear.
I appreciate your advice, Willie. Walsh, get on it.
But in the world of Yul Brynner, don't smoke. Dickweed.
How is he?
All right. How are you?
Look, I don't know what happened. I was thinking about you and him, and all of a sudden there he was.
What's happened's happened.
Probably won't get a job from him.
It'd be awfully dumb to give up 10 months for a lousy 2.5-hour plane ride.
All we can do is forget it and go on from here.
Or not.
What is it you're going to do?
Lower 41 to Cutlass Hangar. Nakamura here, ready and waiting.
This is Brent. Go ahead, Cutlass Hangar.
Connect the first clip to the main generator at G4. Roger. Roger, stand by.
You sank my battleship.
G4.
It's in that middle panel right over there.
It's a hit.
We're hooked in at G4. Connect the second clip to the solenoid S2, opposite side, above the transformer.
It's a miss.
Proceeding. Solenoid S2.
Look, I can help.
Help?
Why not? This tail's in the same ringer as ours.
It's the second one there on the right. It's the second one down. Just be very careful.
Be careful, that's a bigger commercial. Be careful.
Oh, I always wondered how that works.
Your seat cushions become a flotation device.
Time for a commercial. Mayday. Go to a commercial.
We're going.
Maiden 1. Mayday, mayday, mayday.
Someone opened a window.
Grab your oxygen mask. There's gravity in it.
Do the chicken walk.
Talk like a chicken. Try one of mine.
That helps.
I wonder what Ginger's thinking right now.
The skipper.
Oh, Billy Crystal's breathing nitrous oxide, laughing gas.
Come on.
Now tell her one of your old jokes. I'm gonna settle my score with that creepy captain.
Marshal Cole, Cutlass Hangar to Maiden 1. Do you copy? Do you copy? Come in, Walsh. Marshal Cole to Maiden 1. Do you copy? Come in, Maiden 1.
Oxygen max.
Please acknowledge.
Oxygen max.
Anyone, please, acknowledge. Do you copy? copy? Come in, Walt. Marshal told to meet one. Do you copy?
Put the masks on the important stars first.
Save Green. Save Lawrence.
Help Tina Louise breathe.
She's got some of the best lungs in show business.
Recognize me? I was Vito Scotti.
That's why I carry this.
Marshal called to meet one. Come in, Walt.
Main one, Marshal Cole. Stand by.
Attention, this is an emergency. All passengers in the forward compartment go immediately to the tail section. If you can't find a seat or oxygen mask, use the buddy system. Cabin crew will instruct you.
All right, everyone.
Can they talk to each other through those?
Let's everyone move to the back.
It's kind of like drinking the same Coke.
Come on, folks. There's nothing to it. It's going to take a little stroll to the back of the airplane.
That's right. A little walk uptown.
Form a conga line, everybody.
Come on, limbo.
Okay, everybody, just follow the little lady. Let's go.
Unfortunately, there's only enough oxygen for people who have contracts.
Okay, stay here.
No extras, please.
Please do something. We'll all be killed.
Look out.
I guess she's in charge of panicking.
You see? He really is a hero and a good-hearted man.
All the actors form two lines. Love Boat on the left, Fantasy Island on the right.
You're cutting off my circulation.
His eye needs some air.
I'm breathing for two now, honey.
Couple of fingers. Explosion of oil. I'm filling in for Captain
He
Walt.
looks kind of like Mickey Mouse with that thing on.
Probably. We're dropping at 5,000 feet per minute.
Share mine. Now we're seeing what he's made of.
A tower of jello.
Oh, no.
Sir, get back to your seat and put on your oxygen mask.
I put a biological aboard. Have to see if it was damaged.
Where is it?
In the baggage compartment.
You can't possibly get there in flight, but I'll tell the captain.
It's always good to have a deadly virus roaming around us, crashing. Ooh, I'm steamed.
Oh, that's going to take months to fix that nose.
Hold on, Doc. We got you. We'll get him back to seat, honey. Come on.
Don't say that word!
You'll be all right, Doc. Go on back.
Thank you. And thanks for programming cops into my repertoire.
John Denver.
Wow. Far out.
You breathe enough of this oxygen, you do get a Rocky Mountain high.
Mine's mint.
Uh-oh, 3 on an oxygen mask. Bad luck.
Now it's my turn.
Come on.
Come on. Ah. Mine's cherry.
They're under 1,000 feet.
Passengers to the rear. They're trying to get us back into balance.
She's leveling off. What's the altitude?
10,000 feet.
I like a little more falling down room. At least they won't need oxygen anymore. Tell them, Walsh.
This is Captain Walsh. We've reduced our altitude to 10,000 feet. You can breathe now without oxygen. Thank you.
Just kidding.
You can smoke, too.
I'll take over now.
That's why the man saved your aircraft, Captain. You forgotten how to say thank you?
Nobody ever said the man wasn't a good pilot. Appreciate what you did, we all do.
Don't mention it.
Let him mention it. Little gratitude never hurt anybody.
Whoa, what happened?
A lot of turbulence. Kumbaya, my lord. Kumbaya.
You can breathe now. Carla, look at me. I'm breathing normally. You can let go of that now.
Breathe!
All right.
Oh, that's normal.
Hyperventilating her way to an officer.
I'm sorry.
So are we.
Living this sort of thing is not the same as reporting it.
She said a mouthful.
Everything's going to be fine. It's all right.
Is anybody hurt?
I just saw the Grand Canyon.
Is everybody reasonably okay?
Now we're making a comfortable living.
These freebies are really getting to be something. They make you work for them.
You could always sell FTD bouquets like Merlin Olsen. He's a washed-up football player.
Or Dick
Hey,
Butkus.
listen, everybody. Let me tell you something about this little disturbance.
Yeah?
Did you know it's more dangerous to cross the city street
Says
than it is
you.
to fly the Atlantic in an airplane?
Yeah?
Unless you're plunging towards it at 55,000 feet per
Now,
minute.
we're going to make it, I guarantee it. Matter of fact, I'll stake my life on it.
Your life's not worth very much right now.
Just
We better get out of here.
Everything's going to be okay.
Can I have your attention, please? Now listen to me! Now let's everybody hang together and not give the good people flying this machine any more trouble than they've already bought.
That helped, thank you.
I think you realize how urgent this is.
Doctor, he said he'll see you. Please give him a few minutes more to get things settled down.
Stewart?
Hey, Doc. It smells like a hospital in here. Somebody in for knee surgery?
Oh, God. There's a biological aboard. A viral material suspended in chloroform. The container must have ruptured. The captain must see me now.
I'll go with you.
Better.
You're better from what?
You know, my cold.
I didn't know you had a cold. Your voice is different. I programmed it to be that way. I wanted it deep and sexy, kind of like Kim Carnes, but I kind of botched it at the end.
Well, now you know. I have a great voice. I can sing, too. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. President. Happy birthday to you.
You know, I'm really amazed. I don't know how that happened.
Oh, my God. For being my creator, you sure are gullible. I was throwing my voice. Did you see my lips move?
No, you don't really have lips, but I think I know what you mean.
You kill me, Joel. We fooled you good. What a chair leg. Yeah, you're a bubble and a half off plumb. The lights are on, but nobody's home. Yeah, the factory's there, but they're making something else now. Movie side!
You were right, Willie. Better have sent the men down there. The paper had worked.
Well, they're gone, and we're about to join them if we don't get some hydraulic pressure back in these controls.
Is there a way to divert the drinking and hand water into those hydraulic lines?
Well, even if there was, it'd still go pouring out through the broken seals.
Yeah, but it'll give us maybe 3 minutes of pressure. That's 3 minutes of stick time.
You give me 3 minutes, I can land this thing.
What do you think, Marshal?
Might work. Looks like it's our best shot.
It's our only shot.
3 minutes of stick time.
Now our problem is how do we bank and make course corrections until we can find a place where we can't put her down?
We can switch fuel from one wing tank to another.
Yeah, that's right. Do that.
Yeah,
Do that.
that's
Sending
it.
a tank of fuel from one side to the other would turn the Queen Elizabeth. Now, we'll get to work with the water connection now. Keep the line open.
We're not trying to turn the Queen Elizabeth. We're just trying to fix a plane.
Oh,
We just
good
want
point.
more stick time.
What's this button do?
It calls a bunch of stewardesses.
And their elf friends.
Hallelujah, Walsh, you did it.
He's still mad about something.
This is the captain. I'm happy to report that we have restored partial controls, and we are now back on course to Paris. Thank you.
You don't say restore partial control to a cabin full of passengers.
I must speak with you, Captain.
This doesn't look good.
What a view.
Hey, everybody, look through this hole.
Casualty number 1.
Yeah.
What's another syringe in the Atlantic Ocean? They're everywhere.
That virus is racing through this plane right now.
Oh, we're lucky it's just a flu, Doc.
I'm afraid you don't understand. Flu is a lump word to cover everything from a 24-hour stomach upset to the Hong Kong or swine variety. Each strain has its own symptoms, its own death rate.
Yeah, I was around in 1918 when one of those bugs swept around the world, killing millions.
And so could this. It broke out in Senegal. The African mortality rate is already close to 30%. That's why the rush to get to the Pasteur Institute. Hope to get a vaccine.
How long is the incubation period?
Oh, it hits fast, with some people an hour, others a day. First starts with throat ulcers, followed with high fever and lung congestion.
And I was the one that told him to take it aboard. That'll add to the legend, huh?
I don't feel good.
Nothing.
Let him die.
The hydraulic system is out. Our chances of landing are less than 50%. Don't ask me to cope with a plane out of hysterics. And for what it's worth, that's confidential.
Tell him it was the fish.
If anybody gets sick, nothing can be done till we land.
If we land.
If they get sick.
Oh, let's look on the bright side, huh? If we land.
From water valve
And we haven't even served dinner yet.
to S pipe joint at V6 on the lower hydraulic line.
Bingo.
Roger, I'll take it from here. Emily, let me help you. No, it's okay. Listen, you go tell the crew, close the johns. Restrict drinking water. Get going.
Oh, now they can't go to the bathroom.
And they've got the flu. Ooh.
Yeah.
It'll just pile up in the lounge. Take out wrenched ankle.
Tell me straight, how much trouble are we in?
Oh, but I bet he went to the bathroom.
We're both pros.
We've got some problems. We're gonna make it. There's that little hotel by the Mandalay. If we make it.
If we make it, you got a date. Hell, I guess I'm still a pushover.
Maybe it'll be different this time.
To Gaulle approach.
But I doubt it.
Approach. This is Cutlass Maiden 1 at 10,000.
Burgess Meredith is shrinking at an alarming rate.
De Gaulle, approach ident, maintain 10,000.
Another 5 minutes, he'll be Billy Barty.
Mark Harmon's on the ground.
Approach, we are declaring an emergency. Request priority landing with crash equipment on standby.
Roger, Maiden 1, we have monitored your transmissions. You have priority clearance. Good luck, sir.
He's not really French.
I'm sorry to have to remind you, Captain, but as I said, you must tell them.
Maiden 1 to De Gaulle. Request emergency quarantine. We are carrying contagious biological material.
What is purpose of quarantine, Maiden 1? Isn't biological material contained? Repeat, is biological material contained?
Negative, De Gaulle. Unit is not contained.
Roger, Maiden. We will have to advise Health and Immigration and check on quarantine facilities. What is the nature of contagion?
Flu. Senegal flu.
Please stand by.
This is Captain Walsh. We're awaiting a technical clearance. We'll keep you informed. Thank you.
Uh-oh.
Jeez, those guys deserve a medal.
No, what this company deserves is a fat lawsuit.
Well, one battle a day is enough for me.
What we all deserve is a drink.
Hey, why not break out those pork sandwiches, huh?
Paul, are you all right?
He's all right. It's just past his bedtime, that's all.
Hey, I resent that, pal.
Le ministère de la Santé dit qu'une quarantaine est impossible.
In Senegal.
Oui. Oui.
That was just a bad oyster, though.
Ici Gérard, fermez toutes les pistes par précaution.
What?
Nice and easy.
Turning off the lights. And the ACG.
De Gaulle to Maiden 1. I regret Health and Immigration advises you cannot land with your Senegal flu not contained.
Say again, De Gaulle. Say again.
Maiden 1, I regret it is not my doing. You cannot land at De Gaulle, you cannot land anywhere in France. We have no way to arrange for quarantine facilities so quickly. We
Bummer.
would require at least 24 hours to prepare.
We'll just cover up here until then.
We will do what we can. Continue hold.
If they won't take us, who will?
They'll find us an alternate. There has to be a way to isolate this thing.
It's already isolated. Up here with us.
Hello, this is Fumiko Air Station Rome. Please inform Maiden 1 that because of special condition aboard, permission to land must be denied at this time.
My name is Jose Jimenez.
Officials inform us there is insufficient time to prepare quarantine facilities.
You told us that.
We monitor you.
Unfortunately, permission to land is denied also by Brussels, Oslo, Amsterdam, Stuttgart, and London. We will continue trying, but we must ask you to leave French airspace immediately.
We're suggesting you crash into the sea.
May I see you, Doctor?
Yes. You understand American sea cushions become fantastic flotation devices.
This is the captain again. We are unable to land in Paris as scheduled. We'll inform you as soon as we're cleared by an alternate airport. I anticipate no problems. There's no cause for alarm. Thank you.
This is your captain. We'll be landing in Moscow.
Doctor, what's wrong?
Just somebody not feeling well.
Anybody who does feel well ought to be in a straitjacket.
Maiden 1 to Marshal Cole. Cutlass hangar, urgent. Come in, Marshal.
Get back to me as soon as you can. Marshal Cole here.
Marshal, you won't believe this.
I believe it. We've been monitoring. Hang on, I may have some good news. I've got the State Department putting pressure on London. They tell me there's some kind of agreement, a bilateral treaty covering emergency landings. They're talking to the Ministry of Health now. According to State, they have to let you come in.
Great.
One way or another, we'll get you down.
Getting down is no problem. We can get down by ourselves. We got a whole ocean to get down in.
Stand by.
You want to buy an airplane?
No. But I go top dollar for a lifeboat.
Oh, no. Peace history.
Star number 2.
Here's the story of a man named Brady
who was trapped in a fiery burning wreck.
There was Peter Graves aboard.
Looked like his father.
Billy.
They'll both burn in heck.
Here's the story of Billy Crystal.
It was difficult to swallow.
His career was at a terrible standstill.
You have to remain here. Stay covered up
So
and
he
rest.
took a little part in this movie.
Is that all? Listen, I once beat pneumonia and hepatitis in the same afternoon. Good. A strong constitution is your best chance. Best chance. I want to warn you, Doc. When I took up golf, I quit going to church.
I said strong constitution.
Like the Bill of Rights?
Look, there is no point in us catching it. Besides, we should be in the back with the others. So wait.
You weigh more than I do. Go ahead.
Let somebody else play nursemaid. It's him or me, Anne. Now make up your mind.
Let's see, young virile hunk or dying dead guy?
Be sorry to go where you belong.
Well, he's dead.
Already there.
Just enough.
I made the mistake of leaving you once. I'm not going to blow it a second time.
Oh, that's sweet.
I just have to call up the blood. I'll be right back to you.
I'll take whatever it is.
Don't kiss him.
Why do I keep thinking he's going to pull away his face and it's going to be Martin Landau? You got it.
Lucky me. Well, Paul Whitley, too. Tends to strike the young and elderly first.
Catches you at the beginning and the end.
Which one is he?
Calling Maiden 1. Come in.
Maiden 1, go ahead.
Now hear this. London will honor the treaty. They don't want to, but they're going to take it. They're preparing emergency equipment and setting up a quarantine station. Proceed immediately to Heathrow, London.
Roger, sir. Roger, roger.
Rabbit.
There's no way to quarantine against this without adequate notice. You'd have to seal this plane in plastic to stop it from spreading. With no lead time at all they could do was jerry-rig something. They might as well do nothing.
We have no alternative. We have 2.5, maybe 3 hours fuel left, and that's it.
If you land in London, we'll be responsible for spreading this contagion. I remind you, Captain, we're talking about a 30% mortality rate.
Look, I listened to you once now. Everyone in authority is notified of our condition. It's their responsibility to grant or deny entry. My responsibility is to the people of this plane.
Let's see how far it is to Senegal.
What?
That's where the disease originated. I mean, we can't do any more harm. It's already been done. Maybe the flu has run its course.
Wait a minute. It's very probable that only Dakar Airport has quarantine facilities.
Our destination is London.
Could we make it to Senegal?
I don't know. Our fuel is marginal. If we make it by the skin of our teeth.
Look, forget it, Hank. I have my orders, and my responsibility is to the company, the passengers, and nobody else.
What about the passengers? Don't they have anything to say about this?
No, they don't. It's my decision. Gentlemen, I'm afraid you'll have to leave the cockpit. It's going to get pretty busy out here.
Why don't you find out how the passengers feel? Go on, ask them.
Gentlemen, please.
So that's the choice.
Wow, mutiny on the death flight.
We run the risk of starting an epidemic with a more than 30% mortality rate.
Grrr.
If we pick Senegal, we may not be able to stretch our fuel that far.
Yikes.
There's an even chance we won't make it.
Hopeful.
And it's London. I'm with you, friend. As long as we don't ask ourselves how many people we're willing to let die to ensure our survival. As long as we feel no moral obligation to anyone else.
Well, as long as
What about the cities
that
turned us away? What about their moral obligation? We can't speak for them, only for ourselves.
Heavy.
What we have to ask ourselves is whether there's more to life than just surviving.
Well, you took this film,
Is there
didn't
more to
you?
life than just surviving?
Don't give me that.
Hit him.
Look, we didn't ask to be here. We're not volunteers.
What is this, open night, Mike? Open mic night on the death flight? Oh, that's hard to say.
Well, nobody dies well. That's why we're going to London.
This movie does a pretty good job.
London.
I say London.
Yes, London.
Up with his head.
I say Senegal.
Burn the witch. Burn her.
Senegal.
Senegal.
London.
Senegal.
Senegal.
Less filling.
It's on the equator and not very attractive.
Oh, that's all you care about, Big Swish.
London.
He said Senegal.
I'm sorry.
Senegal.
Well, that
Orange
cuts
whip?
it.
Orange whip?
Camelot.
Where's going to the market? Market?
to go to Senegal.
Market?
Please raise your hand.
Market.
Rudy's?
Listen, there's someplace
Market?
closer. London, for God's sakes, London.
I have an apartment in London.
I want
Senegal.
London.
Camelot.
Cleveland.
What else? Senegal.
Bemidji.
Lake Calhoun.
New York. South America.
I'll take Manhattan.
Senegal.
The way things have been going today.
Chicago's a time like that.
I'm getting out of here. Let's go.
Where are you going? I'm going to Disneyland.
Come explore Minnesota.
Those for Senegal in A section. I'll tell them up front.
Day-o, day-o. Daylight come and me want go home. Day-o, day-o. Daylight come and me want go home. Come, Mr. Tallyman, telling me banana. Daylight come and me want go home. Come, Mr. Tallyman, telling me banana. Daylight come and me want go home. A beautiful bunch, a ripe banana. Daylight come and me wanna go home. It's Heidi Deadly, black tarantula. Daylight come and me wanna go home. Sing Bruce Watson and Mark Anderson of Richfield. Hey! Come, Mr. Tellyman, telling me banana. Sing Mark Utari of Zimmerman. You wanna go home. Day-o. Me said they, me said they, me said they, me said day-o.
You say you're responsible to the passengers. Well, the passengers, by a vote of 3-1, have decided for Senegal.
It's insane. Maybe it is, but the passengers voted Senegal. Let me remind you, this isn't a town meeting. There's one vote that counts here. That's mine, and we're headed for London.
Will you, for once in your life, make a decision on your own? Not everything in this world is covered by the FAA Book of Rules and Regulations.
What a hothead.
Well, I know you never paid much attention to that kind of thing.
Ouch!
You threw the book away and your career with it.
Give that man a bowl of milk.
Damn it, dozens. You didn't just come in under the minimum.
Cat fight.
You sucked in at 0-0. And you picked an airfield so small it didn't even have an approach radar facility. You bet the lives of everybody on board that you could force a landing on a runway that was 500 feet too short and never intended to handle an aircraft that large.
I was playing airline. It's my game.
I made the landing. Yes. But only because you were the best or the luckiest, a #1 fly-by-the-seat-of-your-pants pilot this company ever had, and you were wrong. Your decision to land in West Texas was unprofessional and irresponsible.
That has nothing to do with what's happening now.
It has everything to do with it. Because you still think that the pilot of a commercial airline is some kind of a rodeo star.
Boys.
Flyer with a white scarf tied around his neck. That attitude didn't belong in the cockpit when you were busted, and it doesn't belong here now. God, how long will it take for that to sink in?
That's why they call it a cockpit.
Accepting the award for Best Actor in this film.
Is that a cockfight they just had?
I was wrong. I guess it was easier for me to blame you than face myself. And if that's true, If that's true, then I risked the lives of a lot of people in order to save one. I admit it. I was wrong. I made a mistake, a bad one. But aren't you about to do the very exact same thing? Walsh, you take this plane into London, and you'll be risking the lives of a great many, just to save a few.
The needs of a many outweigh the needs of a few.
I wish Florence was here now.
Or Andy Davis.
Alice, bring me coffee.
Walsh, go ahead.
Even Alice's evil twin.
Enough of important people on that plane. I don't want them inconvenienced.
Our representatives in London have already pulled all strings necessary to get them out of quarantine as soon as possible. Understand? Over.
Senegal's nice this time of year.
Come in, Maiden One.
We're changing course, sir.
Changing course to where?
Dakar Airport, Senegal.
Are you crazy?
Yes, maybe.
You take that plane straight to London. That is an order.
Do you read me?
Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
I read you, sir. Cutlass Maiden One. Out.
This would never happen on the Ponderosa.
I'm taking this horse
you,
to
Captain Walsh.
Seneca City.
Well, you better check with the Senegalese people. Make sure they have no objections. Shouldn't be a captain at all. Ought to be a general.
Seneca makes great grape juice, too.
Now everybody likes everybody again.
The Senegals almost took the Super Bowl this year.
That was the Benegals.
Oh, golly, I'm sorry.
Hey, don't use the same thermometer.
It's okay, he's a doctor.
At least don't use it orally twice in a row.
Make sure you get the order right.
And if it's a snake, you use a
rectal thermometer, perhaps?
People don't seem to realize the answer to the question.
Funny joke. Wouldn't do it in a comedy club, but it's a funny joke.
I'm not one of those people. I have an answer just waiting for a question.
Hmm?
What's the answer?
Will you watch me die?
Yes. What's the question?
Will you marry me?
Are you ugly?
Will you marry me?
My God.
I thought you'd never ask.
That's not the question.
Once before. Only that time it was the wrong answer.
Damn, I swore I wasn't gonna cry.
Oh, now she's got it.
Well, please, Bert, be sick. Be ill.
Hey, how about a quick game of win, lose, or draw?
You were praying.
No, I was making a deal. If he gets us there, safe and sound, we'll make it permanent.
Wow, a lot of promises being made.
And I'll have this 666 removed from my forehead.
Can I ask you one more favor?
Should we name him Damien?
On our honeymoon, can we go by boat?
It's about time for Burgess to die, I think.
It's a low-budget flight. They had to share a pair of headphones between them.
That's right.
Pressure falling in all mountain passes. Wind shears all quadrants.
Not one stinking break since this historic trip began.
We don't need no stinking breaks.
What do we got, 20 minutes? No, more like 10.
I got an idea.
What are you doing?
You're gonna need those 3 minutes of control.
Forget it. Let me do it.
No, you're here to buy. He's paid to fly. I'm the legendary type who built this plane. Let's all stick to what we know.
Willie? She's a great machine.
The best.
Few flaws. Cargo full of dead people.
We're gonna come up short. Isn't there someplace we can land this side of Dakar? There's
nothing between here and that car but mountains and jungle.
Well, you better get ready. Tell May.
Yes, sir.
May, prepare passengers for a possible emergency landing.
Oh, my God.
Easy now, easy.
Put your head between your legs and kiss your butt goodbye.
Sure gonna try. You take care of yourself.
Kiss mine goodbye first.
I got something in mind for you later.
Golly.
Whatever it is, you've got the right girl.
I love you too.
She didn't say she loved you.
She's my
I
girl.
don't get a chance to say this again.
Feelings mutual. Fly the plane.
I hate you
Please
too.
remove all glasses. Loosen your ties and your belts. Place a pillow in your lap and be ready to place your face in the pillow. When the aircraft comes to a halt,
If I could do that, I wouldn't leave the house.
nearest emergency exit. Quickly, but calmly. Thank you. I hope it's fast.
Hey, come on now, kid, come on. This is what we get paid for.
Where is the car anyway?
I think it's in the garage.
Oh,
We're about out. Kill 2 engines. Can't lose the altitude, pal. The alley's not big and it's supposed to be at 2 o'clock. Yeah, it should be, but it isn't. Mount ahead, mate. Whoa.
Look out, look out, look out.
mountain.
Now. You got it. Hey, give me a hand. You're not gonna make it. Get out there, Willie. Willie! I hear you. Put it up. Duck our control. This is Maiden 1. We're going down to McCall Pass.
Use your lungs, Willie, and blow into the water, too.
This is how luggage gets lost.
Oh my God.
Watching this movie was not painless.
Angie.
Yikes. Here's a crowbar on his skull.
Took your time getting here.
I'm here now, Willie.
Just in
Get you out
time
of
for
a
my
minute. Hold on.
speech.
Hank,
Yeah.
how many made it?
A lot, Willie. A lot.
I wish I was one of them.
Now you live forever.
I already have.
Then get off my chest.
Wait,
I want to die with my plane.
about the plane. You tell them.
I'll tell him.
They gotta protect.
Protect. Oh, Willie.
I don't think he'd want it now.
My legend.
Is what?
Medic!
His legend.
Oh, good, he brought the tackle box. And so will Quack.
Hercules wristband watch. He's gone.
Protect the legend. 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 Legend.
All right, he was Bigfoot.
Oh, baby!
We're alive. I changed my mind.
Are you all right?
He sure did his job, didn't he?
He who?
You know,
Huh?
both of us, safe and sound. All three of us.
I've never kept a deal in my life.
I hurt my wrist and my leg. And talk about a splitting ankle. No, don't get me wrong, sweetheart. I wouldn't try to weasel out of a promise.
That's what I'm wondering.
No, well, shame on you.
Hey, I had my eyes crossed.
The only thing is, you know, I just don't think that, well, we're not absolutely positive that you're pregnant. You know, we're not really terribly sure. I think that we shouldn't really tell the whole world. Well, there's no point in telling your family and all your relatives and everything, you know, because we don't, I mean, that we're going to get married. I mean, we don't know that for sure.
Get a test.
I think that...
A scream
I think
test.
That we ought to talk about
He just doesn't want to wind up on his own program,
You know, we're trying.
talking about embarrassing things with his wife.
Where have you been?
Here.
You all right?
I'm not injured, if that's what you mean.
Where's the champ?
Sleeping.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Now you gotta marry a coward.
Are you all right, Miss Family?
My throat.
Eggnog.
I've got it, right?
Ooh.
What did you say the mortality rate was?
The survival rate is at least 70%.
I haven't been out of the top 70 percentile since grammar school. I've got it made.
Well, there's a quarantine hospital already set up. We'll get you there as quickly as we can.
And you don't have to
How
do
many
any
others?
spelling.
14 or 15 so far.
Doctor, we did the right thing, didn't we?
Yes.
Are we our brother's keeper? The majority of our fellow passengers answered yes. They backed it with their lives.
But the vaccine, will they develop it in time to make all this worth it?
Well, there are a lot of good people at the disease center in Atlanta still working on it. And we've radioed back, and they've already sent a culture on to the Pasteur Institute.
By
One of
train.
them will crack it. Good luck.
Yeah, now he gives the canteen to somebody else.
Well, in a hurry if you're going to be pouring tea, you know.
Tea?
Isn't that what faculty wives do? Pour tea? Football coach is part of the faculty.
What about that deal with Mike Hellman?
I don't think I'd look good in a garbage pail, even a gold-plated one. Besides, this place got to start somewhere. There's probably some good kids at Destitution U.
Anything you say.
Takes a plane crash to bring people together. I think it's worth it. It's a lot cheaper than one of those marriage counseling weekends.
Yeah, but the wrong people go. Burgess bought it, but Bert and the bimbo are still alive.
But he'll live on in reruns.
Oh, that's true.
And Legend.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Don't you get it?
Whereas Peter Graves has Mission Impossible. His brother, James Arnaz, with Matt Dillon.
And The Thing.
And The Thing. While Doug McClure was in Search, it didn't do too well.
And in Land of the Lost.
Land of Time Forgot.
We'll be burning all this. We should be finished before dark.
He was Shaft.
Richard Roundtree.
To get your license back. Good luck.
Of course, he was in Love American Style and Brady Bunch.
Oh, we have to have one more.
Nurse, with Michael Learned.
We can hurry one more.
I can't take this. I'm leaving.
Go ahead, man.
And Ginger, of course, famous for her banana cream pies.
Oh, that's right.
I'm
Forgot about
staying.
her.
Room for one more.
Okay, I'm out of here.
Okay. Thanks, everybody who's written in for the Mystery Science Theater fan club. We really appreciate it.
Joel, read the one from the Babes, the female call.
Okay, Cambot, put that one up on the screen. Go ahead, Servo.
Hello, howdy, fellas. All of us girls absolutely die for you. When 6 p.m. Sunday rolls around, we drop everything to watch your show. Mystery Science Theater is choice entertainment, and it goes on to say Servo is the most incredible creation ever made, and we want him badly.
Hey, Cambot, put that cool one up.
Cambot?
Cambot.
Says, Dear Joel, think your show is great. I watch it all the time. I like the one when a lady was sitting in a chair covered with a blanket and Crow said, hey, nice jammies. Oh, you guys are funny. That's from our pal Andy Kalinowski, North Minneapolis.
Yeah, so...
That's a nice photo of you there, Joel.
Thanks. Well, anyway, really keep those cards and letters coming in. And that address again, Servo, read it, buddy.
Mystery Science Theater 3000 Fan Club, care of TV 23, 2505 Kennedy Street Northeast, Minneapolis, Minnesota, 55413. Please write soon and send us the name of your favorite pizza topping.
I think you're going to be sorry you said that. Anyway, we'll see you next week. Thanks a lot.
Bye.
Say goodbye.
A small-time crook unwittingly becomes the pawn of a federal agent. Robert Mitchum and Peter Boyle star in The Friends of Eddie Coyle. Next, a week from tonight, a quiet young farmer turns into a deadly gunfighter who dedicates his life to the pursuit of evildoers. Jeff Osterhagen and Hal Holbrook star in Legend of the Golden Gun. Next Sunday at 8 on TV 23.